Hello everybody and welcome back to Pikmin 2. In the last episode we started exploring the Awakening Wood, raised up the red Pikmin numbers a good bit, and we went and explored the Hole of Beasts. Got a lot more treasure, and we now have the treasure meter added to our screen here. This will lead us in the way of treasure. Okay. Right now, there's really not much more, so let's go and explore and see what else we can discover. There's gotta be something else. We still got, like, most of the day remaining. That's tempting, but we can't quite get that just yet. Let's see, how many Pikmin we need to get this done. We got a bunch of purples from the Hole of Beasts, so, oh, this shouldn't be a problem. There we go. Oh, and that used just the purples. Nice. Oh, look, another cave over there. Perfect. I'm gonna smash you in the face. Got him. Got him. Okay. Alright. Did one cave. Now we're immediately doing another one. And keep in mind, this is all on the same day. This is all on day 3. Astounding! My metal detectors are reacting violently. What could be down below? If you find trouble below, press plus to contact me and press right on D-pad on the radar screen. The exploration pod will drop its loot to make room to carry you, Louie, and the Pikmin to safety. Those comments kind of messed me up a little bit. Alright, what's this one? White Flower Garden. Fire hazards and poison hazards. We do not currently have any Pikmin type immune to poison, so we may find something down there to help us. Sublevel 1. Well, I don't know about you, but this does not really look like a white flower garden to me. It looks like a metallic rust yard. Sheer grubs. No. No sheer grubs. None at all. I will get rid of every sheer grub. There's never just one. There's always more. Where are you? There you are. Don't kill him. Ooh. I could have lost a purple to that guy, but good thing I was paying attention. I just get rid of them all. Carry them back. Carry them back. There's no purpose to, but just do it anyway. I want them out of my sight. Okay. Well, this thing appears to be the only treasure on this floor, so I'm just gonna wait here over by the hole. Also, how is this gonna take us to a bottom level of the dungeon? I mean, look at it. It just leads to an abyss. Video game logic. Should be in the treasure bag right about now. There we go. Kiwi brand shoe polish. 80 Pokos? Alien billboard. Alright then. Sure, we'll call that an alien billboard. All the treasure? Yep. New treasure meter sure comes in handy. Now we just gotta wait for it to gray out. Alright, sublevel 2! Still not looking like a garden. Still, how is this a white flower garden? I don't see white flowers or a garden at all. Hello. New enemy. Fiery blowhogs. They are from the first game. Hence their name. They will shoot out fire. So you could use red Pikmin to fight them, but of course you can just easily use purples. As with everything else. Purples make them go down really quickly. 100 Pokos! Drought Ender. This is a pretty old Dr. Pepper logo. I've actually never seen this Dr. Pepper logo in my life. So I'm assuming it's old because I've never actually seen that specific logo before. With these fiery blowhogs, when you're fighting them underground like this, try to make sure that they're not facing an edge, because if there's Pikmin on them, they can actually kick them off and possibly fling them over the edge where they'll die. So just be careful of that. I mean, you could just swarm them, but yeah, that's what they do. They spit off fire. Come on, got him. Yeah, purples make real quick work of them. But if you don't feel comfortable throwing the purples, you can always just use reds, because reds can't be hurt by them. The only danger that red Pikmin can have is, well, if they get flung over the edge, that's it. Because the fire attack doesn't hurt them. Okay, where's the hole? Here it is, it's over here. I'm gonna wait here, and these guys should get the treasure back right about now. Nope. Right about now. Ooh, it's a diamond in the shape of a heart. 100 Pokos? Petrified Heart. Now that actually is a pretty accurate name. I mean, it's a stone in the shape of a diamond. Oh my god. What the heck? That's a brain fart for me. It's a diamond in the shape of a heart. Why did I say a stone in the shape of a diamond? Wow, I just feel dumb now. My brain just stopped working there for a second. Okay, sub-level 3. Okay, what do we got? Well, that's not anything. Alright. Oh, hey, here are the white flowers that hence the name of the place. But how is this a garden, unless this is supposed to be soil? It looks more like rust to me. How can a flower so deep underground bloom so robustly? How mysterious. This place is conspicuously warm. Could it act as a kind of hothouse for foliage? What an interesting development. The Pikmin look as if they long to be tossed into the flower. Oh, really now? Well, the purple candy pop buds gave us purple Pikmin. I can only imagine what the white ones will give us. Meet white Pikmin! Oh, look at him. He's so tiny. And he burped out some poison. Incredible! A white Pikmin. It is tiny but looks distinctively swift. Its eyes are an unseemly red. This type of Pikmin was not mentioned in your notes, Olimar. It must be an entirely new type. Our data record on this type is a blank page, since a certain captain never documented them. You must experiment and make detailed observations for the benefit of future generations. Hey, it's not my fault there's no notes on this thing. I didn't discover it the first time I was here. You think every scientist just discovers everything on their first attempt? No. No, they don't. Science is all about discovering new things all the time, so shut up. So shut up, rocket ship. You're gonna have some nectar? I can use it for my new white Pikmin. There we go. Okay, so the white Pikmin. They are very useful. First of all, they are the fastest type of Pikmin. As you can see, they're easily able to keep up with me. White flower Pikmin can easily run the same speed as the captains. They are also immune to poison, hence when they burp out the poison. So these guys will help us get past poison hazards. And another unique ability, you notice the treasure meter is going off, but there doesn't seem to be any treasure here. We walk over here. The white Pikmin are digging up a buried object. Amazing! The white Pikmin have unearthed a treasure that was completely buried in the ground. Perhaps those beady red eyes of theirs allows them to sense objects buried in the dirt. Yes, the white Pikmin essentially have X-ray vision with their red eyes. It lets them see objects that are buried under the ground. So yeah, if you ever see your treasure meter going all crazy, but you don't actually see a treasure around, it's most likely underneath the ground. So from here on out, when you go into the different caves, you'll probably want to bring at least one white Pikmin with you, even if there's no poison hazards, just to make sure for any buried treasure. And on top of that, you probably want to bring white Pikmin to carry items back, because, man, they carry them back fast. I mean, really fast. Alright, let's just wait here for them to get that roll of tape back. Gamma tape! Gamma tape! 80 Pokos! Super stick textile. That's it. I think this next sub-level is the last one. I think there's only 5. Oh no, wait, never mind. We're on sub-level 4. What the heck? How did I forget we were on 3? Okay, so not only can I not recognize what shape a heart is, I can't count either. Okay, but now we're introduced to the poison hazards. So yeah, no other Pikmin type can go through this except for the white Pikmin. And unlike the fire, there's a cloud of poison around, so yeah, even the other Pikmin types can't get them. Oh, just one of the whites. However, the captains can go through it no problem because they're in spacesuits, so they're not actually breathing this air. So poison is no problem for the captains. It's a container of chapstick. Okay, where is the other treasure? Oh wow, it's up there. Break the poison generator! Of course, once you break the poison generators, then any Pikmin type can go through. Chapstick! 90 Pogos! Survival ointment! Okay, then, I don't know how chapstick qualifies as survival ointment, but sure, we'll go with that. Alright, I'm gonna bring some more help here, because we need to get this thing. This mushroom up here. Actually, I'm just gonna bring the whites, because you'll get to see how quickly they carry items back. Alright, fine, we'll have a couple reds here, too. Alright. Oh, they gotta dig it up first. A little bit stuck in the ground. When they get it up, you'll see just how quick they carry the items back. Come on, guys. There we go. Look at them go. Look at them go. They are super quick. That's not even an entirely whites. There were a few reds there, but man, they carry it back super quick. 30 Pokos? The Toxic Toadstool. That's it for this floor. Okay, now we're going to sub-level 5, which should be the last one. So yeah, white Pikmin, very useful. And no, just because they're tiny, they're smaller than the other types, they have the same amount of fighting strength as the other types. Underneath the reds and purples, they have the same fighting strength as the other kinds. If that makes sense. Alright, what do we got? Okay, I remember what this boss fight is. I think I'm just gonna take the purples. Because once again, purples are super overpowered. He should pop up. And it should be a very familiar face. There he is! The burrowing Snagrit makes a return! Okay, strategy. Kinda like the first game. Sometimes when they come out of the ground, their heads will get stuck. When that happens, hurl purples onto their face. And you can probably get rid of them in one shot. It's kind of ridiculous, actually. I'm going to zoom out so I can see it better. Come on. Of course, you could just bring other Pikmin types and just hurl them onto his face, but This strategy can just kill him so quickly if he ever gets stuck. Come on, get stuck. There we go. Get him. Look at that. Ah, dang, it's gonna take more than one go, but okay. I'm gonna throw the leaves away so they don't slow me down. Alright, come on. But look at that, we got like 3/4 of his health down in one thing, so it's pretty useful. Where is he? There he is. It also usually results in pretty low death counts, which is why I like doing it. There we go. He's dead. Yeah, we got him. Oh wow, killed all the Midites from that egg. It's a glove! Well done, Captain Olimar. You've defeated that freakish half-bird, half-serpent hybrid. Oh no, don't tell me. That treasure was ingested by that beast, wasn't it? Yep, and guess who has to carry it back? Not me. Louie! Get these guys over here now. These guys carry things back faster. Oh jeez. Its corpse is just its head. It's kind of disturbing, actually. You guys can carry these Midites back if you wish. Look at our little assembly line. Olimar, there's a few leaves here. You go ahead and flower them up with the nectar. 100 Pokos! It's a glove! Oh, excuse me, it's a 5-man knapsack. This material looks comfortable. I will use it to patch the boss's favorite sleeping bag. Seam test conclusive. Cross-stitching successful. The knapsack is complete. When you have an unoccupied time interval, press and hold C to take a nap. Okay, now this mechanic is kind of a weird one. I'll show you what it does. What he says, you just lay down and take a nap. Now that may not seem that useful, and I don't really use it myself that much, but it does have some use. If you have both captains stuck together, and you need one to go back to base all of a sudden, have the Pikmin nearby and lay down, and the Pikmin will just carry you back to base. Or if you're underground, they'll take you back to the research pod. And of course, this can help you get back to base quickly. So it's just a way to, well, get the captains back if they need to real fast without having to waste your own time doing it. It's basically a sort of autopilot. It does have some use, so it does have a little bit of use, but I've never really used it too much myself. Nice, no deaths. Got all 7 treasures. Very good. And when we get back out to the surface, there's still a lot of time left. We still got like half a day left. Yeah, we got a little more than half a day left, so let's get some work done. There's still a little bit more to do. Okay. Are they sprouting now? Okay, I'm gonna leave some reds here. I'm gonna leave one captain here with them. And I'm gonna take everyone else with me. Alright. Now there's 2 poison walls you can break down. There's one over here, but there's also one over this way. You're definitely gonna want to break this one open first, because that one over there leads to areas you can't really do much with yet. And this one, there's another half of the globe there. And that's a pretty important treasure to get. But so we have these poison walls, but now that we have white Pikmin, they can easily just break it down. Of course, this does take a little longer because now we gotta wait for just these guys to break it down. But once it's done, they'll break the poison generators, and then we can all go through. Okay. What are you guys doing? Get the berries. I'm gonna try and farm up some of these berries because they're pretty important. Come here. Stop slacking. Get these berries. I want to get more of these ultra spicy sprays. Haven't seen what one of these does yet, and I promise I will show it off soon. But I kind of like to be a bit conservative with them. There is another way to get them built up fast. We haven't been able to do that just yet. Alright, I've already got it down one thing. Is there anything else I can do? Okay, I suppose that since they've already got so much of this done, I'm going to take like half of them and I'll bring them over here so that they can at least get started on this one. Just a little bit. So then when we come here in the future, this wall will already be at least partway knocked down. Multitasking! Yeah, there's another cave up there, but we won't be able to get that one for a little while. Okay, so you guys are gonna be working on that. I'll go back over here. Okay. I could use the ultra spicy spray to make them go a little bit faster, but we got a lot of time. It shouldn't be any problem. I guess I could raise my numbers up a little bit more. Sure, why not? Oh crap, I remember what I need to do. I remember, I need one white Pikmin. I need one white Pikmin. Come here. Come here, you. I need you for something important real quick. How's Olimar going? Okay, so far so good. I'll hear a sound when they finish it. Bring these guys over here. Because there's a treasure up here. Okay, I'm just waiting. There's a treasure up here, but I need a white Pikmin in order to get it because it's buried under the ground. Come on, guys. Louie, you go back to get the white Pikmin at the other poison wall. Alright guys, get rid of the poison. Okay, good. Because right behind the wall, there's a creeping chrysanthemum right here. You can see him standing. There he is, get him. Get him! Nice, got him. Okay. Work on this bridge now. Okay, good. They're already getting it done pretty quick. Alright, Louie, go get the other white Pikmin at this poison wall because they're not really needed there anymore. Well, just... Okay, I'm just going to have Louie stay there so that when the sun comes down, I can just whistle them back. Alright, so they'll be fine. What are you doing over here? Come here. Wow, they already get the bridge done? Holy crap. So that was the berry treasure I needed the one white Pikmin for. 55 Pokos. The Pilgrim Bulb. Wow, they already got this done quick. Alright, come on guys. Let's get this thing before the day ends. It's the bottom half of the globe we found in the Emergence Cave. Fascinating, this object is highly similar to the one you found in the Valley of Repose. By examining this further, I may be able to extrapolate new planetary data. Sounds good to me, let's get it back to base. Alright. Is there anything over here? Oh, I hate you. Okay, we can't do this area yet. There's water in the way. Oh, but I hate those guys so much. That is a yellow Wollywog, and they are one of the worst enemies in this game. I absolutely despise them. And I'm sure that most veteran Pikmin players also despise them. You guys get that. Are there any more guys over here? They seem to be good. Louie, how's this wall going? Okay, they're still taking their time. Almost sundown. I'm gonna keep these guys in my squad. Olimar, Louie, the sun will be setting soon. Call all the Pikmin to you. This planet's native nocturnal life forms are ferocious and therefore dangerous. Load your Pikmin into the onion and yourselves into my hull so we can take refuge in low orbit. Pikmin in your squad will enter the onion on their own at day's end, so call them all to you. Of course, if Pikmin are already right here in this home base, they will also be safe. Now, if you look right here, these Pikmin are at their bud stage. If you leave Pikmin planted in the ground, over time, they will mature from leaf to flower bud, and then eventually flower. Alright, I'm glad I got this in before the end of the day. This is important to get. $200 Pokos? Geographic projection. This hemisphere also contains a hidden microchip. I will attempt to decrypt the stored data. Decoding complete. As I surmise, this chip contains additional topographic data. The data has been inputted into my database. I shall name it the Survey Chart. $30% of debt recovered! Oh, 10 second countdown. Okay, I've got 80, and Louie has the other 5 over here. Perfect. 80. Yep, other 5 are here. Okay. So that's perfect. I'm just gonna wait them. Alright, I'm whistling them now. Alright. None left behind. Oh boy, can't wait to see today's report. We made a lot of money on this day. $2,159 Pokos. And we've already paid back 30% of the debt. That's awesome. Nice. A lot of went from 70 to 106 Pikmin and all in day 3. Any deaths? None. Perfect. Sweet, everything's going good so far. Olimar, good work so far. I hereby promote you to Perennial Manager. Press C to divide up work and minus to delegate more to your subordinate leader. Hope all goes smoothly. Everything is going smoothly so far. And with getting the other half of the globe, unlocked a new area, Perplexing Pool. That is why I stress to get that bottom half of the globe on this day as much as possible, so that way you can unlock this area. Because otherwise you'd have to spend a whole nother day trying to get just that globe, because there's nowhere else you can actually explore until later. Okay, but made a lot of progress for day 3. But before we end, We gotta go through the treasure in the Picklepedia. Oh my god. Alright, I'll try to be a bit quick. Sunseed berry. I found this fascinating fruit while out exploring today. The skies cleared up and I felt peaceful watching the pink flower petals flutter in the wind. During this perilous expedition, it seems strange to have such soft-hearted romantic thoughts. If I told my wife about this, I'm sure I'd get laughed at. Again. Toxic toadstool. This dubious morsel doesn't look like it would be very agreeable with my innards. However, I bet Louie would try a bite. His appetite is insatiable, and he's always cooking up tasty meals. I'm glad that on this expedition, our ship's reactor can power our life support systems indefinitely. This will give us all the time we need to thoroughly examine all the treasure we recover. I don't care if the president wants us to hurry. I've had enough of his hassling. I think I'll move more slowly just to cause him indigestion. I think we've all had that moment where we just want to make our boss angry. Alright, Pilgrim bulb. Grassy plains and meadows on this planet are carpeted with brilliantly colored flowers in bloom. When I entered the atmosphere on my descent from space, I was stunned by the vibrant sight. The other day, a group of white Pikmin under my command detected an object buried under the surface and immediately began to dig up this colossal flower bulb. Somehow, it hadn't yet sprouted into a towering flower. I plan to take it back to Hokate and grow it there. My people will hail me as a botanical genius, and the mayor may even make me Supreme Flower Commander. Okay, Olimar, calm down there. Alright, Super Stick Textile. I have once again discovered a completely undocumented species of Pikmin. Ah, really? My battery died. Ah, great. Okay, I'll be right back. Hold on. Okay, I am back. I have fixed the battery issue. Alright, Super Stick Textile. I have once again discovered a completely undocumented species of Pikmin. These white Pikmin can find and dig up items that are buried entirely underground. We never would have found this priceless treasure without them. Thankfully, it's the perfect stuff to patch a hole I just noticed on the ship's hull. P.S. I named the cave where I first encountered the white Pikmin the White Flower Garden. Okay. Petrified Heart. The vivid color of this red stone reminds me of my wife's eyes when they burn with rage. Just between you and me, I've noticed lately that she's been getting more wrinkles. Now that I think about it, I've probably caused her a lot of stress. When I return to Hokate, I'll take her on a long vacation. Oh, that's nice. That's good for Olimar, thinking of his family. That's nice. The heck? I can't move left or right. Okay, now it's working. Nope, I cannot move right. Hold on a sec, I'll be right back. Okay, it's working now. First my battery died, now my nunchuck controller won't work. Okay, the luck wafer, the Nintendo brand playing card. What a strange pattern. When I look at it, I can feel good fortune smiling down on me. If I could just buy a lottery ticket right now, I'm sure I'd win. Sure thing. Strife Monolith. Computers view the world in ones and zeros, but my people are different. Our world isn't simply black or white, right or wrong. Everybody is different. Maybe one day the ship will understand that, and maybe one day it won't give me sass when I ask it to collect a slimy specimen. Dream Architect, a Nintendo Game & Watch. At night, I have nothing to do to keep me occupied. I've been searching for something to dull the boredom, but every time I find something I want to play with, it's broken. This object is a great example. It looks fascinating, but I can't get it to function. I guess all I have to do is write in this journal. Well, I mean, this thing is pretty old. I mean, it's from the early 80s. And this game takes place like millions of years in Earth's future after humans have gone extinct, so it'd be surprising if this thing still worked. Stone of Glory. This is a peculiar object. Just looking at it fills me with a powerful sense of nostalgia. Now that I think about it, the Pikmin had a curious look on their faces when they carried it. Or maybe that was just my imagination. Cosmic Archive. The cave we searched today was lined with flame-spewing spouts. The temperature in the cave was absolutely stifling. Oh, that reminds me. I completely forgot to tell Louie about Red Pikmin. He's so quiet, I sometimes forget he's even there. This item I salvaged from the cave seems to be some kind of storage device, but I have no way to play back the contents. Oh, that's a shame. I wonder what game this is. Oh well. Survival ointment. In a survival situation, the most important things are water, courage, and a first aid kit. I've got water and an endless supply of courage, but I don't have a first aid kit. Sometimes I don't have a whole lot of motivation either. I may be a daring explorer, but sometimes I just want to loaf around all day and sleep. Wait, what if the president reads this journal? I'd never dream of slacking on the job. Yeah. Well, you already wrote the thing down first. I mean, you should just erased it. Alien billboard. There are several different patterns drawn on this object's surface. They appear to be characters or letters, but I can't make any sense of them. This is just an educated guess, but I wonder if this object is a kind of alien bulletin board. The size of the object seems about right for it. That's funny, because it's huge to him, because he's only 1 inch tall, but for humans, I mean, he just fits in your hand. The Drought Ender. Today I delivered an impromptu lecture on the basics of wilderness survival. As Louis' superior, it's my responsibility to teach him these skills. Walking around as much as we do generates an intense thirst, so water becomes very important. I told Louis that we have to ration our water carefully. That's what I was thinking until I found this. I was so parched that I couldn't help myself. I drank all the water in the canteen. It tasted so good, but when I turned around, Louis gave me a cold stare. I love reading these notes, because some of them are just genuinely kind of funny. Alright, the geographic projection. The interior of this hemisphere contains a chip coated with charts detailing a new region. I explored this forest the last time I was here, but it's clear that it has undergone some dramatic changes. The plants and animals have also evolved significantly. I've given this forest a new name, the Awakening Wood. I must begin to form a hypothesis to explain why the forest changed so rapidly. What he means by that. Olimar was indeed here the first time we explored the planet. This is the Forest of Hope from the first game. In fact, the area where those berries were, the flowers with the berries, that was the landing site from the first game. And if you compare the two maps, the map, I'll show you the next time, but the map is identical to the Forest of Hope. So he was here before, but it's drastically changed since his departure. Fascinating. Prototype detector. Today we searched a subterranean lair swarming with carnivorous bugs. The name Hole of Beasts immediately came to mind. The convenient contraption I found there has become an invaluable treasure-seeking tool. When it approaches a piece of treasure, the gadget beeps and the needle moves to the right. When all of the treasure in an area has been collected, the device powers down. When we left Hokate, I thought we'd never be able to pay off the company's debts, but thanks to this gadget, I'm feeling optimistic about the outcome of this daring mission. The 5-man knapsack. I'd love to lay down in the grass, bask in the sun, and take an afternoon nap, but with all of these Pikmin following me, I never seem to relax. I should remember to press C to dismiss the Pikmin, and then press and hold C to take a nap. The last time I tried it, the Pikmin picked me up while I slept and carried me away to their onion. Hold your space horses, Pikmin. I'm not a pellet or a piece of treasure. Then I woke up. Great galaxies. It was all just a dream. Wasn't it? That's a little bit creepy. And now for the Picklepedia. Oh my goodness, there's a lot. Okay. Fiery Blowhog. He's gonna spew flames. Yep, alright, Olimar. Fiery Blowhog. Sus Draconis. Blowhog family. This creature expels a volatile phosphorus compound from its snout that combusts upon contact with air. This fire-breathing ability is dependent upon the air-to-fuel ratio at its mouth, catalyst reaction within the expelled compound, and purification of the compound. Thus, it is highly unlikely such a complex process could cause the spontaneous explosion of a fallen blowhog. This process is also perhaps to avoid risks of spontaneous combustion in the belly of a live specimen. However, one should still treat a fiery blowhog with great care even after its life functions have ceased. Alright, female shear grub. Oh wait, no, I didn't read Louie's notes. Roast this flavorful beast for several hours, letting it stew in its own succulent juices. Don't worry about overcooking this beast, it's scorch-proof. Gross. Alright. Female shear grub. Hemiagia mandibulosa, mandibulard family. The males of this species are purple and black creatures with tapered mouths, while the females are lighter in color and lack an armored exoskeleton. As with most mandibulards, these creatures have regressed to the point where they have lost both legs and wings. They can be seen crawling around on the ground and are believed to feed on the vegetable extracts from the congealed fluids of expired Pikmin. Ew, that's horrible. For an unforgettable quiche, slice this creature up and mix with 4 eggs, 2 vine-ripened tomatoes, diced zucchini, and generous handfuls of feta and Swiss. Bake until crispy and golden. This beast is most flavorful if caught and cooked just after laying its eggs. Also gross. Okay, male shear grub. Male shear grub, Hemiagia mandibulosa, mandibulard family. This specimen is a male shear grub. Having lost both legs and wings, the male burrows into the soil and waits to ambush small creatures that pass by. This beast's mandibles can be dangerous, making creatures such as Pikmin easy prey. Yes, indeed. Louie! Spread several specimens in the bottom of a casserole dish and layer with sliced avocado. Bake until the meat is choice and the cheese is lusciously browned. Okay then. Louie, I'm concerned for you. This freaky thing is the cloaking burrow knit. I actually forgot what this thing was called. Cloaking burrow knit. Trilobitans reclusiva, burrow knit family. The snake eye pattern on this beast's shell is one of the most distinctive features of the burrow knit family. The red pattern of the cloaking burrow knit and the spikes around its mantle make it easily identifiable while still making it a representative specimen of the burrow knit family. The shell on the cloaking burrow knit's back also provides a frame that fixes its muscular structure in place and appears to give the creature its powerful needle-launching attack. Fascinating. Boil in the shell with a pinch of salt until bright red and serve piping hot with tartar sauce. Midites. Mitites, whatever you call them. Midite. Mitivius infiltratus, unknown family. These parasitic insects feed on eggs. Upon reaching maturity, they excrete a special pheromone that attracts females of particular species, enticing these females to swallow the midites whole. Pikmin, however, seem to dislike the scent, hence why they panic whenever they're around them. After entering the host female's body, the midites lay their own eggs inside the host eggs just prior to the host spawning, which explains why a bunch of them hatch from inside random eggs. Flash fry with garlic and red chilies in a hot pan, then sprinkle with grated gorgonzola. Some dinner guests may find the legs unappealing, so it's best to remove them before serving. Again, gross. Ivory candy pot bud. Flora niveus, candy pot family. Research from our most recent expedition has confirmed the presence of candy pot buds in subterranean regions. Considering the microecologies this plant has been found in, one could surmise that it could be found in any cavern regardless of geographic regions. Tossing Pikmin into this flower always produces white Pikmin seeds, regardless of the color of Pikmin tossed in. In many cases, plants with small leaves typically have limited photosynthetic capabilities and thus must find alternate means of obtaining nutrients, with parasitic and predatory behavior being most common. The candy pop could be considered one such example. This elusive flower spoils within seconds of picking, making it unsuitable for cooking. Well, we found something he won't eat. Creeping chrysanthemum. Pterozacum rovinia, chrysanthemum family. Like Pikmin, the creeping chrysanthemum is a member of a group of creatures with ambulatory root structures. This creature is known as a mimic, but because it is actually a form of plant, this label is not entirely accurate. For unknown reasons, the creeping chrysanthemum's mimicry does not fool Pikmin, perhaps because they share a similar heritage. It relies on preying upon other creatures to provide sustenance, so it has no need of leaves for photosynthesis. Generally speaking, the role of plants within an ecosystem is as a producer species, and thus plants are generally found at the bottom of the food pyramid. However, on this strange planet, the line between producer plants and consumer plants is blurred. Maybe the cloaking thing is not full because you can see their eyes blinking. Get up! There you are. Louis. When thinly sliced, this predator's sizable bulb makes a sumptuous pizza topping. Alright. Honeywisp. Honeywisp, Nectara fatus. Honeywisp family. This floating life form drifts effortlessly on the winds. Upon death, its physical structure instantly collapses, and as the creature is particularly elusive and difficult to catch, no sample specimens have been acquired as of yet. If we could simply recover a live sample, research on this species would likely proceed more smoothly. Although the eggs are small, the yolk has a distinctively bold and tangy flavor. Try tossing a few in a pan along with your choice of meat and fresh vegetables and cook up a country scramble. Common glowcap. Fungi luminarium, glowcap family. The light emitted from this rare mushroom is neither a reflection nor a release of stored light. It grows not only on decomposing trees, but also on soil and rocks. This mushroom's fungal filaments are capable of stabilizing and concentrating pure Hocotaceum-111. It is none other than the Hocotaceum-111 approaching the point of critical mass that causes the glowcap's blue luminescence. Rapturous fresh or sautéed, this illuminating fungus will be hot in the galaxy's trendiest restaurants. I don't know, if I went to a restaurant and saw that they were serving glowing mushrooms on the menu, I don't think I'd want to eat that. Horsetail, Equestrius vindico, horsetail family. This variety of horsetail is prevalent in regions with low nutrient content in the soil. Unlike most other plants, this particular species propagates itself through the release of spores. And that is actually true. This is a real type of plant, like the clover. Remove and discard the primitive scaly leaves, then blanch the tender stalk in a buttery broth. Foxtail. Vulpes cauda, foxtail family. This plant remains erect after withering and losing its color, so we can only hypothesize about the true color of the plant's plumage. However, local soil analysis indicates trace amounts of dormant seeds, making it not hard to imagine that the area was thick with these plants in the summer. Inedible, plagues victims with potent, debilitating cramps. Oh, Louis. Thank you for warning us not to eat this thing. Margaret. Luminosus croceus, chrysanthemum family. This plant's delicate yellow flowers often inspire waves of nostalgia, giving a bittersweet feeling to any who gaze upon them. Can be eaten fresh out of the soil, but it's much more flavorful when incorporated into a heavenly veggie lasagna. Alright, yes, because people put flowers in veggie lasagna. Actually, I don't know. Alright. Fiddlehead. Violine orchestris, fern family. At first glance, this plant resembles the spring used in the ship's sublight engine. Many of its most primitive characteristics remain intact, including its habit of spreading through the dispersal of spores. Sun-dry the leaves for several days, then grind them with a mortar and pestle. The resulting herb grants an aromatic, earthy flavor to mutton and poultry dishes. Alright, just two more. Empress Bulblax. Now, funny thing enough, this creature will actually not attack the picnic carrots. She will always remain asleep. Empress Bulblax, Oculus matriarcha, grub dog family. Initial observations placed doubt on the capability of the grub dog family to support a strong ant or bee-like social structure, but recent studies show the family is capable of such complexity. The egg sac of the largest female grub dog within a given range swells to dramatic proportions in response to environmental changes, such as the sudden depletion of prey species. These females temporarily take on the role of pack matriarch. Also, in pack formation, it has been observed that nearly all males not involved in species reproduction undergo natural sex changes. The characteristics of such specimens are quite intriguing indeed. That's very interesting. For a sophisticated delicacy, make a pâté de foie gras from this massively obese creature's liver and spread it over a sesame cracker. That sounds disgusting. And finally, the burrowing snagret. Chiropedes anacondae, Snavian family. The majority of snagret species lie in wait to ambush and capture prey, with a body type perfectly adapted to such sudden strikes. It violently attacks small surface-dwelling insects. Distributed across a relatively wide range, subspecies of snagret suited to the varying soil conditions have emerged, making the snagret the most geographically represented species besides the bulborb. Visually resembling the burrowing snagret is the burrowing snarrow, the range of which partially overlaps with the snagret's range. While the two may appear similar, when pulled from the ground they can be distinguished by the presence or absence of tail and wing markings. And we never get to see what the burrowing snarrow actually is, it's only mentioned. Slice the serpentine torso into thin medallions, skewer on a metal rod with hocotate onions, and barbecue over an open flame. Okay, I have read all of that. Okay, that's the end for this episode now. Next time, on day 4, we will go explore the new area, Perplexing Pool. See you all in the next video. Goodbye.